The View. It is Friday, November 11th. Now, where were we?
Oh, we were talking about the election.
Oh,
yeah.
the election.
We just left off.
I am still processing this. Yesterday, I'm watching the images of President Obama with President-elect Trump in the White House. Trump, the whole birther movement, questioned Obama's legitimacy. Obama said Trump is unfit to be president. They're sitting there, and I took my cue really from Obama. I was so impressed by him when he said, you know what? We all want you to succeed because if you succeed, we succeed, and praised him and said the meeting was very productive. Yes. But, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like, okay, good, this is good.
Yeah.
And then I read this body language expert who says, oh, no. Their eyes never really connected. Right. They sat, you know, men sit like this, excuse me, like with their legs open.
Watch it.
It's called willy waving. It's about alpha posturing.
Like who's is bigger?
Whose is bigger?
Oh.
And you can see. I mean, you can't see, but you see in the image.
Look at that.
So what do you think? Do you think that was sincere conversation? What was going through their minds?
Are you wearing underwear? Because
Oh my gosh.
You have never don't bring that up. Because, you know, I know that you never wear it. And when you did that little willy thing, I got a little scared.
Worried. She got scared. What else kind of waving?
Well, you know the answer to that question, but what about what I asked you?
When you look at them, you say President Obama is presidential.
He is.
And he's treating the office of the presidency bigger than the individual who may or may not go into that office. So I admire him. I got to take my cue from him.
Yet look at that body language. It's so awkward. Right. It's very awkward. You could say couldn't make eye contact.
Well, a lot has gone down.
Trump has said some pretty nasty stuff.
Exactly.
Like, show me your freedom papers is basically what he said.
It's awful. It's awful.
Well, it was nice to him in public, but I'm sure he was smoking 5 packs of Marlboros afterwards. I mean, Obama had to be nice. You notice Michelle is not in the picture with Melania. Now, they say that it was just sort of an accident. Not an accident. They didn't have the time or something for the whole family shot. But, you know, Donald Trump has been vicious to women.
Right.
I mean,
and Michelle Obama is not here having it where she wants a photo. It's okay for President Obama, the two guys, but why would she pose with him? That's what I read.
But Michelle and Melania met as well.
Yes,
right. Yes, I mean, I wonder if they talked about Michelle's speech that Melania borrowed from.
Well, they talked about raising a child in the White House and among other things. But, you know, First Lady Michelle Obama took a lot of heat from conservatives for showing some of her skin, you know, her bare arms.
That was it.
So how are those same people going to feel about a nude photo of Melania Trump from her modeling days that has gone viral again?
We can't
show it.
No.
Yeah.
And it was in her 20s.
So deep. The new First Lady took it, but we can't show it.
No, we can't show it.
I mean, what kind of world we're living in where our First Lady has posed nude?
I know. I don't think Barbara Bush ever posed sprawled on a couch with her legs
But,
wide
you know, that was something she did in her 20s. She was a model. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. What bothers me is the hypocrisy.
That's it.
That if you can say that Michelle Obama somehow is a slut for exposing her arms, but Melania is fine to be naked.
Well, also the hypocrisy. Her platform is supposedly going to be cyberbullying.
Right.
So I think that should start at home.
No,
I mean, her husband is the biggest the things he tweets.
And he tweeted something, it was so interesting, he had a presidential meeting in the White House. You start to think maybe the sprinkle dust has gotten on you. Do you realize the gravitas? But what does he do? He goes right home. They give him back his Twitter account.
Why'd they do that?
He tweeted out something ignorant yet again.
Protesters,
But
the demonstrators.
Then the second tweet was much more considerate.
That's because Kellyanne went up in there and grabbed that Twitter again.
That's right. So she's grabbed something. I don't know what she grabbed.
He can't help himself. So, I mean,
Do you know the picture was taken after President-elect Trump got his first security briefing. So that's when you learn what the president knows, and you go, get me the hell out of here.
You know, President Obama did say that how can you trust somebody with the nuclear code, someone who tweets in the middle of the night, you know? And then he had to say, make nice with him. I felt sad for Obama. I did. I felt like, well, you know, he's done so much for the country for 8 years, and now he has to hand it over to this guy. I think he was upset. I really do.
I hope Trump appreciates what he doesn't know, which is often the case when you enter. Like you said, he didn't know a lot of things that are going on in the world. Right. Now he's getting that briefing. and doesn't pretend to know more than he does,
That's
because
interesting.
and surrounds himself with people who
that
can
are
inform
smarter.
him.
But that's not what
I
we're
would give him a
saying.
chance. I do want to succeed.
I so agree with you, Meredith. I wish nothing more in the world than for all of us to be wrong. That it makes me want to cry. I'm married to an Army veteran. He did 2 tours in Afghanistan for this country right after 9/11. Freedom and what this country stands for is not lost on me. I have a young daughter. I want to raise her in a world that I am proud of, in a country that I'm proud of. I'm so proud to be an American. And I hope for our country and for our future that he does a phenomenal job. I really do.
I agree.
Because we have to find a way to come together.
You see, what you're saying, what you think is a phenomenal job is different from what he thinks is a phenomenal job. According to him, taking away all restrictions on global warming is doing a great job. Letting the coal industry take over. That's, to him, doing a great job. You see?
Well, you know what? If you think
sending Muslims out of the country, to him, is a great job.
If you think about what President Obama did when he called Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to ask her to be his Secretary of State, his first statements to her were, they didn't tell us half this stuff. Because what you know running for president is completely different from what you know when you will be the president or are the president. And most of it would make us stay in bed and pull the covers over our heads. And so I just hope he appreciates the gravitas of what he's been given. The world is waiting for him to do the right thing.
Exactly. Okay. Well, you know, not half of American voters told Hillary Clinton to take a hike on Tuesday, and she took them at their word. She took a hike. She took a hike in Chappaqua, and this woman was hiking with her kids and very despondent about the results of the election, and she ran into Hillary and Bill and the dogs, and they took a picture. They have the shot of them. There they are. She looks happy.
Doesn't she?
She does.
She looks happier and more relaxed than she ever had.
So,
She got some sleep.
what do you think will happen with Hillary? Do you think she has any political future? Will she? No.
Really?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure that she wants one.
Yeah.
I think she's going to, I mean, you know, I've been on the road for the last year for her.
Right.
As a surrogate. So obviously the devastation I'm still trying to deal with.
But you were at the Javits Center when the bill came down. So,
and let me tell you something, this whole thing was the worst week in a long time, okay? I've had a couple of bad weeks, but not like this, right? But I think she's going to keep on the front burner some of those issues that were raised, and I hope so. Equal pay for equal work cannot die with Trump being elected. We still have 20 million people that are going to need health care. Children are going to need health care. We're going to still need family leave. I'm hoping that Secretary Clinton takes up the bloodstained banner and goes for it, because we can't defund Planned Parenthood. There are just some things that we as Americans cannot freaking allow.
try.
Well,
Okay?
you know, I didn't realize, I was hearing this morning that there was a mock glass ceiling at Javits that was going to come down when she won the Break in the Ceiling, so we still got some work to do, and she will lead the cause for sure.
Okay.
Well, today is Veterans Day. I'm seeing some veterans in the audience. We thank you for your service. Thank you for being here. Debbie, as you pointed out so eloquently, today we are the men and women who serve in the military. Wounded Warrior Project connects warriors, their families, and caregivers to free programs and services that help address the needs of mental and physical health and wellness, career and benefits counseling, and lifetime support for the most severely injured. Well, some of those vets are sharing their stories throughout the show. Before we go to break, take a look at this. All right, we are back. Well, Michael Moore says he knows how the Democrats can win in 4 years.
How?
Take back the presidency by either nominating Tom Hanks, he's serious, or Oprah Winfrey.
That's
the
a
way
good
the
idea.
Republicans brought in Ronald Reagan and Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's saying, get somebody who is beloved. You don't need a politician. Donald Trump proved that.
The Tom Hanks thing is interesting because we do have Forrest Gump for the next 4 years.
Come on, come on.
I like his character, Forrest Gump. He'd be pretty good.
So maybe are we moving to a point where the president is not the person we think is the smartest person in the room, but the person who can pull together the smartest people in the room?
Well, that's
Is that what we're
That's always been
hope?
the case, though, I think. It's who they surround themselves with that means as much as who they are.
Yeah, but
And now-
those are two upstanding citizens. I mean,
But are they qualified to run?
and not any less than this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Oprah would be great.
I think Tom Hanks would be too. That's a very good idea.
Would she give away cars?
You know, Michael
That would be
Moore.
fantastic.
And you get a car.
And you get a car. That would be single-handedly save Detroit.
Michael Moore.
I would like to see young people. I mean, I'm the mother of 3 millennials, and one of them is because of this, is now interested in politics. He says, I want to be part of the solution, and I want to get in there and understand my government and all that. And good for him, but I would love to see young people getting very involved with politics early on and not turned off to it, because they're our future. And maybe in 4 years you would have somebody on the younger side.
But only half of them voted.
I know, they didn't come out the way you would have hoped. And if they had, they're saying that the number of spots on the map that would have been blue, the election outcome would have been entirely different.
But perhaps that's the silver lining. Perhaps because they didn't come out, they now realize that they sit back and they're apathetic. This is what happens. If you believe in something, you got to get up and do something about it. Because if you don't, your vote is lost.
Debbie.
Well, you know what?
Perhaps they'll say, you know what? Now I'm going to get up and do something. Women, especially, get out there and do something if you believe in it.
I believe in the question of the day.
Woohoo!
Star, you have it.
Okay, question of the day. If your house was burning and everyone was safe, what is the one thing you would grab on the way out?
I don't say that grab is such a great word.
No, it's not a good word anymore.
What is the one thing you would take?
Take. The way out.
With permission.
Well, if you're a star, you could do it.
Okay.
You're famous.
You know, besides your kids and your dog.
They said everyone is safe.
Oh.
Nothing alive.
Like
Pinky's already safe now, right? I don't.
What
Yeah,
would you
give
take?
Pinky
Well, you go first. I don't know.
My picture of my sister and I and my fur coat.
Oh, my star.
I live in Chicago. You gotta be warm, girl.
You know what? I cannot get behind that.
No.
No. Get rid of that fur
We're
coat.
anti-fur, right?
No, we are anti-fur.
Then guess what? Don't wear none. You'll be fine.
Some things never change, ladies.
Okay, what about you, Debbie?
Back in the day, I would have said I would take my photo albums, but now that everyone has a cell phone, I would just take this because all my pictures are there, and I would take, my father passed away of ALS a few years ago, and I would take and I would take his ring because it's very important.
That's one of the worst diseases.
Awful.
Sister,
What would you take?
I don't know. I'm still reeling from what you're taking.
Don't ask the sheriff when
I
you're
mean,
told.
photographs are the only things I really care about. That's it. And whatever cash I've got in the house, because I'm going to need that.
You always say you hide cash.
I do. Well, I'm Italian. We always have cash.
Under the mattress?
Italians always have cash. I'm not going to tell everybody I'm like Kim Kardashian. Hey, I'm in Paris at this hotel.
You hide a lot. You have a lot.
You
have a lot hidden?
No, it's not a lot. Like maybe a couple $100.
Well, what's that going to do?
I know.
Yeah, more than that.
Well, I don't want to say. Maybe sometimes there's more.
Wait, do you put it under the mattress?
On advice of counsel, don't tell anything else.
I know, it's right. No, but I don't take it with me all the time, But anyway, I think you should have cash. When there's a blackout, the ATM machines are not working. The phones are not working.
Very
All
true.
you got is money to bribe
The
people.
emergency kit in
What
general.
about you, Meredith? What would you take?
See, I'm probably the last person on earth that has not digitized my photos, so I have to take my albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have almost nothing on my phone, so.
Your kids can do that for you. You're millennial.
I know. I just don't want to ask them, but I know they could. They could do it very easily.
You
but
could
that
do
would be
it one day. Just sit down. It'll make a nice memory. And just sit there and click, 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 click. Press one button. Send it to Shutterfly.
Yeah.
Boom, now you got an album. You got
What do you
everything
mean? What are you talking about?
You can take a picture
never mind.
of the pictures that are there, Joy. Technology.
Take a picture of the picture.
Yes, you just take a picture of the picture and then you
Take that money that you hid, hire somebody to do that. That's what you're going to do. We'll be right back. Welcome back. All right, ladies, enough of this charade. Who talked us into this?
I know.
Brian. Surprised?
That Brian's head
A
up.
little bit, yeah.
Were you surprised? It's so funny. You're all sitting there like, isn't this what you all do every day?
Well, this is the original table.
The
original
It's a horrible
And these
I know, it's not
original
good.
crappy chairs that we still need pillows to sit on.
And we've all moved on, and you have written a book.
Satan's Sisters.
Yeah.
Which is loosely based on
television
us.
show.
She's now calling it
Daytime Divas.
and it's about the talk.
No, it's about the experiences of what it's like to be on a daytime talk show. And it's completely fictional.
Baloney.
Yeah,
It's completely fictional. original, sis.
So who's playing me? You know, Danny DeVito? I mean, I know you have Vanessa Williams playing you.
No. This is honestly every one of the characters has a little bit of me in it. Some of you.
What part of me is in it?
There's a brilliant journalist.
Okay, enough said.
Can I tell you the characters?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Maxine, the show's creator, BW.
Stop.
Mo, the pisser on the show, Jobert. Heather, the conservative Christian.
Who's that?
Elizabeth.
Come on, y'all.
Nina, an intriguing war correspondent, Meredith Vieira. Kibby, a problematic former child star. There's no description of me. You didn't even put me in your book.
No, wait.
Oh, no.
Wait, well, see.
How about a problematic child?
See, no. Remember, none of this is based on The View. Y'all gonna get me sued, okay? This is not based on The View, but you were problematic and we did raise you.
That's kind of true.
So, if you got a character, you got a character.
You know who raised us all, actually, and gave us this platform is
100%.
Barbara Walters.
Yeah,
She's not with us
absolutely.
today. She couldn't be here, but we want to thank her for her vision because she is the one who said, I want to do this show.
You know, in the beginning, I was not on the first show of The View, if you recall, because I was supposed to be sitting in when Barbara wasn't there. So you remember that?
Yes,
That's
right.
right.
But you were so good, and the chemistry was so excellent that we got to a point that all five of us were together.
That's
Do you remember that the very first audition was Debbie, Meredith, me, and Barbara? She thought she had caught magic in a bottle. Then she stepped out, and you came in.
Yeah.
Magic in a bottle, and then it never worked the same way again.
We were the first ones to sit down that
Well,
day.
that's not true. There have been years of magic in the bottle on the show,
No,
too.
of course, you've been here. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about it wasn't in that group.
No,
In that group, it never worked again.
700 women there. We're the first ones to do
While
it.
we're walking down memory lane.
Well, because look at us. We're
Yeah.
sitting in memory lane right
Say
now.
it, Star.
What?
You know.
Why? Because I'm a lawyer?
That's it.
I mean, I want to make sure you say allegedly a couple of times in case you say something screws up, you know.
Okay, so
But did you believe that we would still be here? Or the show would be here 20 years later?
you
I know.
definitely didn't.
You didn't even want it to be.
No, I used to say pretty soon I'll get out of this. But yes,
You're the longest living one.
Yeah.
I know.
You are.
I am. I'm like the oldest one now. Barbara used to be the oldest. Now I'm the oldest
Oh, don't
one.
piss her off. She's watching.
I know.
sure.
Well, I said I'm the oldest now, and she's still older than me. That's the good news.
So wait, also, just to get the audience up to date, Debbie, we mentioned your little girl, Alexandra, who just turned 2.
She just turned
congratulations
2.
on that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
being a
Oh,
mom.
I didn't even send a picture. I guess I could pull it up on my phone. Can you do that, Joy? Yeah, she just turned 2. I mean, the love of my life, obviously. I'm married to a former Army Ranger. I am currently on a show called The Insider on CBS. You can see me every night.
No, that's
Thank you. I wouldn't there I am. If it wasn't Barbara, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. And I also do another show on the Hallmark Channel called Home and Family, and that airs November 7th.
So you're keeping busy.
At,
I'll be making meatloaf this weekend.
Exactly.
Some of us will be sitting Shiva for the election.
And you're an instant mom. People may not know that.
I left New York City officially and I moved to Chicago for business and because there's a man who has no more. I ain't saying a daggone thing. And he has an 11-year-old son who's become my son. So at 54, I've become a stepmom, which is the coolest thing in the world. You never told me how good it was.
Yeah.
You never told me how good it was. And I get to live out my fantasy of working for women across the country because my company, Professional Diversity Network, just got a big investment from a company in China, and we're taking women's networking global this year. So I'm very proud of that.
Congratulations.
Did she say China?
It's not China, it's Gina.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm helping you make a meatloaf. Because you were gracious enough to have me on the show recently. I have a movie that's out that I've been promoting, a documentary. Yeah, so, and figuring it out.
What is it about?
It's about the first mass shooting at a college campus in 1966, 50 years ago. And it's done using animation, which is a very creative way to put a film together, something I didn't even think would work, but it's done really well. We just got a Critics' Choice Award, so I'm very proud of that
Nice,
for the filmmaker.
Fantastic.
It's very important
Bravo.
for him. So.
You know, Meredith, we were together We were together on 9/11, and I remember one of the things that you said about being a journalist, that you didn't run towards the story that time.
That's exactly right. I ran
remember
towards
that
my kids.
You wanted to get to your kids. And I'm thinking about the people who were the subject of your documentary. And our wonderful veterans. The home of the free because of the brave. Thank
Exactly.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We will be back with more Hot Topics. And as we go to break, speaking of veterans, here's another veteran sharing her story. And welcome back. All right, in the break, you're taking off a bandage off your arm. What happened to you? Show the audience.
Okay,
Look,
so this is
a new one.
Yeah, because it was looking ugly. I know. The team said, fix it.
What did you do?
I fell into the shower. Not fell in the shower. Fell into the shower.
Were you drinking?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, she was.
When you get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you get disoriented. And
Well, if you went to the bathroom, why did you go to the shower?
because I just...
Good job, Meredith.
I tripped into the shower and I cried like a baby. But
You know, sometimes these men have to understand that you can't leave the toilet seat up. Because in the middle of the night, I have fallen
I
into
have
the
too.
toilet.
I have too.
Yeah.
The day before I went to the Sochi Olympics, I fell into the toilet and really messed up my back. And I've tried telling people that you fell into a toilet. You don't get a lot of sympathy. It's not good.
that's sort of like falling into the shower.
I feel for you. They actually make slippers now with little lights on them. So when you walk, it's like flashlights.
It's true. It's true.
Send those to me for Christmas. I like that.
We have one of those lights that'll come on now that when you just have emotion.
Sensor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, talking about things innovative, a mall in China has set up a safe zone for guys to go while their wives are shopping. It's called the Men's Nursery. It has a TV, lazy boy chairs, and a fridge. In Chinese, nursery means storage room. I don't know which is worse, to put your guy in a storage room or a nursery. But what do you think? Do you
A
think
lot of
that was
Japanese guys, they sleep in a drawer. Do you ever
This is, what?
Yes, they have like little
China.
drawers.
Not to confuse.
Oh, this
yes,
is China.
China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But do you think this would fly in the States?
It actually is a smart idea for whoever doesn't want to be shopping. It doesn't have to just be
Why
men.
did they go, though? I don't understand.
Because your girl may want you to be there so that you can look at the outfit and figure out if the orange dress or the green dress is the better one.
That sounds awful to me. I don't want my husband shopping with me ever.
No, I don't like it
Sorry,
either.
baby.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to come either.
Exactly.
Well, maybe it won't work here.
Joy,
Okay.
you have no comment on that?
Well, she's like, whatever. Okay.
I mean, would you want Steve to go clothes shopping with you?
He comes sometimes, but you know, but he hates it. He would like to sit in a drawer, whatever.
How is it? Everybody's talking about not everybody, but a lot of people talk about the nightmare of this week, but there was also a dream that came true. The dream child named Dream Renee Kardashian, born to Black China and Rob Kardashian. So congratulations. Come on.
baby.
Who doesn't love a baby?
Beautiful.
And you like the name Dream.
I
yeah.
like her name. I really do. I think it's pretty, and I think it's sort of like, okay, baby girl, go out into the world and do your thing, you know?
So
on
people
a scale
become their
of-
names.
On a scale of 1 to Apple, how bad is the name?
I mean, you do have to be conscious that kids are mean when you're little.
right.
You know, I grew up with the name Starlet, and they used to call me Scarlet or Toilet or frankly, my dear Scarlet, I don't give a damn. I mean, just, that was bad, you know, when you were a kid, but then...
You know, my real name is Josephine.
Yes.
I don't know if
That's a
people...
beautiful name.
Well, it is now, but in my day, it was like an old Italian lady with a gold tooth. So now Steve Martin had a baby called the kid Josephine.
The names are back again. They're back
I
again.
never thought Josephine would come back. Immaculata hasn't come back.
Well, you know, you got... I think
Neither has Methuselah. I'm still waiting.
the irony is the mom is Black China, the grandmother's Tokyo Tony, the baby is Dream. The only one who has a weird name is Rob. Rob is like a weird name in
And I
that
wonder
family.
if it's Dream with a silent K, because, you know, they're all Ks. Kim, Kylie, Kendall, Chris.
Dream.
So Dream.
So maybe K, D-R-E-A-M, the K silent.
No, I think,
I don't know.
what is Black China's real name?
Oh, they told me. What is her real name? Angela? Angela.
And where does Black
Angela
China
what?
come from?
Just Angela, that's it?
Bye-bye, Angela. We'll be right back.
Just Angela.
Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka Chopra and I'm here to talk to the ladies about my TV show Quantico. If you think I play a tough, no-nonsense girl on my show, like these ladies, they're the original ladies.
Priyanka Chopra getting exotic with Pitbull. She also brings the drama every week on the hit show Quantico. And she's about to hit the beach in the big screen version of Baywatch. Please welcome Priyanka Chopra. Stunningly gorgeous, extremely talented. This has been one heck of a year for you, right?
It's been pretty amazing.
Hit TV series and the Time Magazine 100 Most Influential.
I keep asking myself how.
Work now.
That's pretty good.
What did that mean to you?
It was shocking because it's my show aired September last year, which was the first time, and it's just literally been a year for me. And I asked my publicist 3 times when she asked me. I said, "Are you sure it's Time? Was it Times? Was it like, are you sure it was me?" She was like, "Yeah," because it happened in 3 months. It meant a lot. I mean, especially seeing the other influencers on that list, it was like, wow.
Well, you are certainly a household name in India. Over 50 Bollywood films. Accomplished at such a young age, and yet you had low self-esteem as a kid. You talked about it. So what did you do to get over that, become the woman that you are?
Well, as teenagers, your adolescent years are always difficult for everyone. And, you know, you remember that all your life. And I was a gawky teenager. I was in America, actually, when I was in high school here.
You were in Massachusetts? Or?
Massachusetts, yeah. New York, Cedar Rapids, also Iowa. I moved around a bit, and my family moved around. But from 12 to about 16, you know, you don't know what you are. I was gawky, I was skinny, I had like crazy long frizzy hair I didn't know how to control, and I don't know, and people made me feel awkward because I didn't look like everyone at that point. And
girl, all they want to do is look like you.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Well, see, that's what it is. You work on yourself, you know, you figure out, that's what I did. I figured out what looks best on my face, how to dress, how to speak, and how to be the best version of me and not try to be like someone else.
And who was in your ear telling you that? Were your folks saying you?
Who helped you?
I think my mom is extremely, I mean, I wish I could be half the woman she is. She's an overachiever, extremely confident woman, doesn't let anyone bring her down. So I think having a matriarch or having someone to look up to like that really helped me with my mother.
Sure.
And I was just like, I'm not going to let anyone pull me down. You know, you have to tell yourself that because it's really easy when the world will, it's very easy for the world to pull you down. Anyone, especially.
Well, you've achieved so much. And you won Miss India when you were just a teenager,
17.
right? And went on to be crowned Miss World in 2000. And, you know, and here's a story that we were reading today about the runner-up to Miss Italy.
Right.
She was being body shamed online.
Yeah.
Even though she's a gorgeous woman, too, like yourself. She was being body shamed because she was a size 14.
Right. Exactly.
And I really am disappointed in the Italians because you would expect all of us to be accepted with whatever we've got.
The more to love, the way
You know what I mean? I'm shocked that it happened in Italy. Right?
Yeah.
You know? Has that ever happened to you?
I mean, I
Anything
think
like
it
that?
happens to all of us, especially in our business. I think where you're supposed to look a certain way and you're supposed to dress a certain way. And yeah, you get the pressure from everyone around you saying, you used to fit into that dress last month and this month you don't. And you know, people have reasons. Your body reacts a certain way, and not just for people in the business, but girls in general have to look a certain way.
So how
to
do
be
you
able
deal
to
with
be
that? What do you say to girls who are being...
I meet so many young girls who have been, and including me when I was younger, and I always tell them that you have to figure out what your strengths are, put them in a box, and just focus on those. All your weaknesses, they just disappear after that. You focus on what's good for you.
Especially right now online, with all the cyberbullying that happens. People can hide behind that and say whatever they want.
It's
Don't
such
read it.
cowardice.
Don't read it.
It's cowardice, and there's this beautiful button online called block. You just use it very
People
often.
should not mess with you because I've watched you on Quantum.
America, I don't know yet.
But maybe you have to go overseas. SAS.
SAS works.
But Priyanka, you didn't even want to do a series. Your initial instinct was not to do it.
Yeah, because also leaving my country and coming to a completely different country, that's always difficult. I'm alone, my family's not here, my friends are not here, though my cast always tries to make me feel really, comfortable whenever we have Diwali or any of our, holidays. They always try and make it really festive for me. The hair and makeup trailer is decorated because everyone knows I'm away from home, but that was hard, and television's a huge commitment. I mean, 20 years right here for The View. So, leaving your country, coming here, I wasn't sure. But Quantico was just the kind of TV show I would like to watch, so I really wanted to do it. And
So you're done with Bollywood? What happened to Bollywood?
no, I'm still doing it.
Oh, yeah.
2 continents.
Yeah.
We're not okay with just one country on the world.
Speaking of the world, you're also about to star in the upcoming Baywatch film as the villain. That was such a huge series here. Now, you growing up and being in India, was it big in India?
It was massive in India.
It was.
I think
everyone knew who David Hasselhoff was?
Yes, I mean, more than David Hasselhoff, everyone knew Pamela Anderson was.
Sure.
Definitely did. And the show. People loved watching the show. I guess it was a representation of the great American dream at that time, It was in the 80s.
People love to put it down, but they're closet lovers of that
It's
show.
so
you know?
true. I think people around the world ever put it down.
Yeah.
I find it amazing. Every time, since I've been talking about Baywatch in America, people are like, oh, it's cheesy, whatever. But around the world, people love that show. I actually really liked it.
It's gonna be, people.
I would watch
love
it. Like, I watch reruns, I'll admit it.
I would watch anything you do. With that accent, you're forcing me to believe everything you say.
Yes. That'll work. That'll work. Priyanka, thank you for joining us today. Such a lovely conversation. You can watch Quantico every Sunday night at 10 p.m. right here on ABC. Thank you again. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Our thanks to Dan Nevins, Nancy Dietster, and all of our veterans for your service. Also, thank you to our sponsor, Wounded Warrior Project, which empowers warriors to live life on their own terms and mentor fellow warriors to embody their logo of one warrior carrying another. On behalf of us and everybody in the audience, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Have a wonderful Veterans Day, everybody. Take a little time to enjoy The View. This has all been a dream.